What's up, fam? Last episode, we talked about how life got busy. We had a bit of momentum shift in our stream, and we also talked about how we decided to try out a new schedule and split our streams up during the day.
Mm-hmm.
In today's episode, which is episode 8, we were talking about taking time to relax, which was much needed. And I think a lot of people, I think everyone in 2020 has been putting more effort into this as of late.
I think so. I'd hope so.
I would hope so. So we're going to talk about our little vacation that we went on.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 2 weekends ago now? Yeah,
2 weekends ago now.
Yeah, 2 weekends ago. And how it's important to have a separate workspace from where you do your time, spend your time relaxing and unwinding and chilling out during the day, after the day.
It can be kind of hard when you work at home, especially if you are in a smaller house, smaller apartment, smaller place. Maybe you don't have access to really anything outside of your room. Maybe you rent a room. Whatever it is, it can be kind of tough if you don't have a space where you can literally like close the door and leave.
That's not your bedroom with the bed in it. That's a big thing too, because like your bedroom is as much as I spent much of my time when I only had a bedroom relaxing in my bedroom.
Right.
But when you're trying to really kind of split up your time, it's easier when you have more space.
Yes.
And we ran into that struggle with our basement apartment, last place we lived.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very open concept, which was really, really nice. You go in and it's just straight open, and the kitchen's at the back, living room area right there, and then you go through the door and the other half is the bedroom, and it's pretty open as well.
It's pretty open too, yeah.
But then that meant when we were streaming in the living room, we didn't really have a living room.
Yep. And then we had like a little half office that was in our bedroom, and we streamed in our bedroom for a bit, and it was the same thing.
Because then you don't have a bedroom.
Because we didn't have a bedroom really. So it was a weird balance. I think one of the biggest things here that we've struggled with is the fact that a lot of the stuff we're doing when we're not streaming is also on the computer or gaming offline or something where we're in this room, and we need to not do that as much. Like, it's okay to be in here and, you know, like be gaming, whatever, but we need to also have something separate that's comfortable, that's not our bedroom and not here. And that's something that we haven't really had until recently. So
yeah, it's all about finding that balance.
Yep.
And I think one of my favorite I guess quotes you could say from She Snaps, or Mind of Snaps on Twitter, shout out to her, she's awesome, was talking about balance. I remember she was on Crucible Radio. You know, props to you if you remember that podcast. That was like the first podcast I listened to.
yeah, it was the first one I listened to too.
I think it was Crucible Radio.
Yep.
They asked her, like, how do you work on balance? Like, how do you really work towards actual balance? And she's like, what I do is try to put as many legs on that table as possible.
Yep.
Because the more legs there are, if you take one out, you still have a lot of legs to balance on. Because having actual life balance, we talk about
balance all the time. If it's not,
it's probably in this YouTube series as well. I think one of the earlier episodes we talked about it.
Probably.
Because I think I remember speaking about this point, which is actual balance is damn near impossible.
Yeah.
But neglecting to try and achieve it is going to guarantee you go off balance.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a teeter-totter or something you're trying to balance on, where you can never get the perfect still balance. Then you always have to be it's like active balancing.
Active balancing, yeah.
Right?
I like that.
Active balancing.
So
I like that.
we went to this cabin, and it was absolutely beautiful.
TM. Active balancing. TM.
It's absolutely beautiful. It was just a little like little tiny cabin on someone's property. Pretty much, yeah. And like we had a beautiful view, and there was a really nice sunroom, and we pretty much spent. We were there for 3 nights, right? And we pretty much just sat in the sunroom and like played Hearthstone and games and watched shows that we've been meaning to watch for a long time, and it was great.
It was fantastic, and I was like, I actually had this thought. I was like, if I were to write a love song in like my 60s about the times we had, there would be a line in there about like, remember the times we had in the cabin in the woods playing Hearthstone. I don't know.
What's crazy is that when we're home and we know that we could stream, or we could work on YouTube, or we could do this, or we could be in our friend streams, whatever it is, when there's those things you could be doing that could help you progress in something that you want to progress in, it's like really hard to feel like you can just not do any of it.
Because when you're not doing it, you feel like you should be.
And then you're never really truly relaxed. For me anyways. So like going away where we didn't have an internet connection that we could watch streams on, we were like pretty disconnected. We had some data that we played some Hearthstone on,
and I definitely went over my data,
but like we didn't have enough data that we could like watch videos and stuff.
No,
right?
So it was like we don't even have unlimited data in Canada.
So we pre-downloaded some shows we wanted to watch on Netflix, so that we would be able to watch them offline, whatever, and Disney Plus.
If you didn't know, you can do that with the app.
Yeah, Netflix is an app.
Netflix has a desktop app, and you can download shows. So it's pretty clutch.
So not being able to do anything that was going towards content creation or whatever else, like really allows you to like sit down and just be like, I do whatever I want today. And that I think finally having the chance to do that, like I don't feel like we've really had that since our honeymoon.
No.
Even like our trips, like the trips and stuff we've gone on, we've done Guardian Con, which is busy. Like it's fantastic.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Literally one of the best experiences.
Like, so much fun.
Of the year ever. But it's very busy.
It's very busy.
It's very high activity.
And then the other stuff we normally do in the summer is normally we would go to like a cottage weekend with our friends. And then that could be anywhere from like 12 to like 15 of us.
Which still involves planning.
Which involves planning, lots of planning.
Management. And
all of that. And I mean, that's busy for the whole time we're gone too. So like...
Well, here's the thing is like basically anything that we have done or would do has never been just us.
Or if it is just us, it's been a concert or a festival or like...
No, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, like just us. With nothing to do.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So it was great to be able to, you wake up. Petra's torturing Bonsai. You're fine. It was just us, and you could wake up and be like, are we hungry?
Yeah.
Sure, we're hungry.
Sure, let's eat.
Let's make something. And then you don't have to do the dishes right away. You can leave them. What do you want? Oh, maybe I'll just sit here where I am and play a game of Hearthstone. And then figure out what I'm going to do after that.
And then eat some more food. Yeah. It was nice. Like I said, we haven't really had that since our honeymoon.
RC boat that didn't work.
And it was just a really good time. So it do you want to close the door?
Yeah, I'm going to let Petra in here. Saying, oh, okay, you can go out. Okay. You want to go out with the dog? You can go out with the dog.
So I think it just really reminded us like how nice it feels to to truly relax and to truly have time to do that. And we came back like super re-energized and super ready to go and really wanting to be able to provide that type of relaxation and space here.
The only obstacle personally in my way right now, and I know it is cutting into streams as well because we should be streaming right now, is that a coworker of mine got injured. So we're down a man, and I'm a lot more busy than normal. Yeah. And then I was on call the weekend right after our trip because I'd shuffled on-call weekends around. And I really don't like being on call. It sucks. So that doesn't help. But that aside, we came back and we had things planned. We had a direction. We felt the drive to move in that 100%. Direction. and we finally got a chance to do something that we've been meaning to do for a while.
Like a long time.
A long time. And I think things just got like, it was in the works to do within like the next month when we talked about it, but things just got really busy and we just kind of, oh, we'll do it later.
Yeah.
But we finally redid our living room.
Yep.
We wall mounted the TV, got it off the stupid entertainment stand that we had
That
from
had
ages
nothing
ago.
in it.
That had nothing in it. Took up way too much space for what it was. Donated that, which there was a line at the thrift store. Side story.
Yeah, it was crazy. To go in to buy stuff, and I was like, whoa, they must have good stuff.
I think they do. That place has a lot of stuff.
Thinking about donation,
there was a lineup of donations behind us.
Thinking about where we live, it probably is a lot of nice stuff.
Yeah.
To be fair. Well, I should go check it out sometime.
Yeah, they probably take care of it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Most people are not going to donate
junk, right?
Yeah, they're not going to take.
Anyways, that was kind of crazy. So we went and we donated some.
Oh,
some
and then we
stuff
got grilled cheese from a food truck.
It was great.
Yeah.
There's pictures on Instagram. Donated some stuff, took some stuff to the dump, completely cleared out all the excess junk that we had that was kind of just clutter. And then got a new couch, and kind of reorganized everything. Yeah. And it's just been really nice to have that space. And we've really been enjoying it since that was Saturday and it's Wednesday now. Yep. So not even a week. I already fell asleep on the couch.
Side note, there was a very efficient way that we did things.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Looking back on it, because we got the couch for like $125 from the Restore, which is Habitat for Humanity. I don't know if any of you have heard of it, but they go out and like help build with building projects and stuff. Mm-hmm. So they get a lot of donations and excess donations of building materials, anything from like raw materials to furniture to little knickknacks and random pieces of hardware. And then you can go in there and pick some of it up from the excess that they don't need. So
it's a nice couch for $100.
I had to do a little.
It's a really nice couch for $100.
A little broken. Had to modify it a little bit, add a leg, but
just a little bit. But overall, it's just been so nice just to have that space. Before we had a couch. It was an older couch from when you grew up.
Yeah, and then Bonsai,
when we got Bonsai as a puppy, he literally like tore it
demoed it, and it was an older couch, so it had the like popcorn foam inside, and not just normal foam or anything. So as soon as it opens, it's literally like terrible. Your worst nightmare of foam, tiny bits everywhere.
It was terrible. So that we got rid of that, and we ended up getting a love seat from a family friend that they were getting rid of. Mm-hmm. For the meantime, right? Because I didn't know whether Bonsai was going to keep tearing it apart. I don't want to buy a couch when I don't know what he's going to do. He's grown out of that now. He's not destroying things anymore. Yeah. For the most part. But so we had that, and then like it's me, Pete, and a 90 to 100 pound dog
on a love seat
that wants to sit on the couch with us. So like that was just not good. And then we had that for a bit, and it was just time. So we're feeling good about that. Feeling good about stream. Stream's been a blast.
Stream schedule's been good.
Yeah,
the change of the stream schedule. So in review of what we talked about last episode, splitting up the stream times and limiting it to like 4 to 6 hours per stream has been clutch.
It's been really good. It's been really good for me. It's nice to have a break in the middle of the day. I can get stuff done. I can get outside. I can exercise. I can go to the store. Like anything that needs to get done, I can get done in the middle of the day. Whereas before, I was kind of just like sleeping in until it was time to stream, and the streams are starting later. So it's like I wasn't really
you basically would on a main stream day where you weren't doing like off work, you would wake up, eat breakfast, do like a couple stuff around the house, and then stream and then go to bed.
That's pretty much what I was doing before.
Yeah, because I would get home and join you, and then you'd be like 10 hours. And
so like this is so much healthier for me. It's I feel like the content is better. I feel like it actually is. We split our content up during the day anyways. Like I'd never really do 8 hours of one thing unless I'm having like an amazing time that day. So it kind of makes sense that I do like, Kingdom Hearts in the morning, for example. We did Kingdom Hearts this morning for the first time. and then it stops. And then when we come on later, it's something else.
Yeah.
Versus like splitting midstream and like swapping things over and all that. I don't know. I feel like it kind of all just works a little bit better.
Yeah.
And we're almost on time. I think I was 10 or 15 minutes late today, which I probably could have avoided if I had been faster doing some other things. But it's pretty good. Like I feel like we're both getting up at a consistent time, even on the weekend. Even on the weekend, we were up.
This, even when we were on vacation for like 3 days or whatever, we're waking up early. Well, because I mean, I'm kind of already going to naturally wake up around 7, 8, whatever. That's to sleep in. But before, I feel like I would be forcing myself to just go back to bed. Especially because your sleep schedule is kind of shifted a bit.
My sleep schedule
But then
shifted.
since you're getting up earlier anyways, I don't mind waking you up when I wake up.
That's what I'm saying, is that our vacation actually fixed our sleep schedule, or like severely helped fix it. Put us on the path to being where we should be. Or
I think it was a combination of you starting the new split schedule just before, and then that, and it's just
it was good. Our evening streams have been super fun as well. Been mostly Destiny 2 and Final Fantasy 14, which we talked about kind of like consistency and like how we were focusing on that versus doing lots of different things. But we've also thrown in random streams here and there. So done like Twitch things sometimes,
which is super fun.
On Saturday we tried out Fall Guys. It really did. We just couldn't get it to work. There was lots of issues and. Anyways, it doesn't matter, but like network issues, and we couldn't find matches and stuff. So we ended up like swapping to Hearthstone because we were both pretty tired. That was the day that we got our couch and did all that stuff, went to the dump, all sorts of stuff. So like by Saturday night, we really weren't like looking to jump into trials or something that required a lot of energy. So we just threw on Hearthstone, which we've been playing off stream.
That was the first time we ever played Hearthstone on stream.
I think it's the first time we've ever played Hearthstone ever.
Yeah,
on stream.
Ever. And it felt really good.
It was fun.
It was chill.
And we got to chill and chat, and people were supportive and asking questions about the game, and it was really nice. Yeah. That was really good. So it felt good to be able to do something like that.
And I think I want to do more of that.
I think I would like to do more of that too. We downloaded Grounded today, actually, which also looks like a fun game with friends. Just I think little things here and there without switching things up too much. Started Kingdom Hearts today, which has been a blast. I love Disney, and it's my first playthrough through that, and everybody's like super excited for me, which is cool. I love that. Things are good. Things are good.
I think it's a good reminder to, because we've talked about these things before, and even when we were streaming 3-4 years ago, we were talking about these things as well. But this is a good reminder to always be revisiting the good habits you should have, the self-improvement practices that you should be doing, because you need to make sure you're always on track. It's the active balance thing, right? You always have to be pushing for it, because if you're not moving forward, you're not going to be progressing.
Yep, 100%.
So
feels good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know what? Things are good, with the exception of, like just being busy, trying to make sure we have everything together. And Pete, being on call and kind of working a little bit more, working a little bit later, which is actually why we didn't stream today. Today's Tuesday. This is going live tomorrow. We're actually late recording this too, but you know what? It is what it is. We get it done, and everything's been good. So thank you guys for the support. We really do appreciate all of it. Day streams have been fantastic. Evening streams have been fantastic, and we're just like super excited for everything. It's been good. So
hell yeah, love you guys.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Peace.